Hello, everybody. It is Tanika Steens, and this is Monday Mindfulness, and this is Mind Your Business. Thank you for joining me. I will wait just a few minutes to see if anyone joins in on this Monday evening. It has been a cold day today. March is definitely holding up to what March does. March Madness. So, again, thank you for joining me for Mind Your Business on this Monday evening. Usually I start around 10:35, so again, I'll just wait a few minutes to see if anyone jumps on here for today's Mind Your Business Monday Mindfulness. I hope everybody's been having a good day today and everybody's been mindful. Had a good weekend and had a good Sunday service yesterday, or was able to just relax and do whatever it is that you do on Sunday to be mindful. Ah, la, 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 la. Alrighty, so, all right. Hello, and welcome to Mind Your Business. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for being here. If you are joining live, thank you for joining me. And if you would like to leave a comment, thank you. Just say hello. Welcome to Monday Mindfulness. And if you are watching the replay, just leave a comment with live or replay, whichever one it is that you are joining in on. Let me scoot back just a little bit. I feel like I'm like all up in the camera right now. So again, today is Monday Mindfulness. And today I'm just going to be talking about acceptance of our circumstance. And so I just want to be mindful today of our circumstance because we all have circumstances and we all go through things. But before I jump into that, I just want to talk about some stuff that I have been doing. Has anybody been celebrating Lent? And if so, what have you given up? Because when we think about Lent, we think about some of the stuff that we give up as far as we give up meat or we'll fast or we'll do stuff like that. But, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about instead of giving up things, how about we start making new habits and start taking on things that we're going to start doing that are going to actually be better for us. So what kind of things is it that we can start picking up that we can do better? Well, one of the things that I started doing was a cleanse, and it is a tea probiotic cleanse, and it is from Lipton. So I recommend that, and so I just wanted to share that with you. So that's this right here, Lipton. Where's my camera at? Can you see that? It is Lipton probiotic, and it comes in these little packets, and you can just put it in your water. And it's a little packet. You put it in your water, and it's green. It's kind of got a little ugly, yucky color. But when you put it in your water and you mix it up, I put a little bit of honey in it and mix it up, and it's actually really, really good. So you drink it straight down, and it's not bad at all. You can put a little lemon in there too, but it has lime in it, and it's not bad at all. So try that out, and that'll help you. And it's got the probiotics in it, like I said, and it'll actually make you feel better and help you detox. So that's just something I just wanted to share with you today, as far as just something that you could add into something to help cleanse your body. So again, today we're going to be talking about acceptance of our circumstance. So have you just seen people that are just like happy all the time, no matter what? You just see them, they're just always happy, and you're just like, why are these people just happy? Just every time you see them, no matter what they are doing, it just seems like they're happy. Well, if you wonder why they're happy and you can't figure out why they're happy, and you would like to know how to be a little bit more happy, these are 4 things that you can do to attribute to being a little bit more happy. Number 1, let go of the past. If you want to, hey nephew, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. It's good to hear from you. I hope everything's going good for you. People who let go of the past learn to stop letting old stories keep coming back and haunting them from the past. So what they do is let go of past hurts, let go of past shame, let go of paying attention to things that keep coming in from things that were from long ago coming back to haunt them. And so they finally take hold of accepting those things, recognizing what they are, realizing that they can no longer affect them, and letting it go. So they look at their life and where it is now, realizing that it didn't kill them, that it didn't hurt them, that it didn't cause them to lose their mind, and they realize that they are better for it. They are now connected to their new life. They let that go and they've moved on. And then what they've learned to do is shine their attention on others. So people that have learned to have better happiness learn to pay attention to others. They make others feel better about themselves. They make others feel like their time is important. They make others feel like being with them is a good place to be. Hey, Queen, how are you? Thanks for joining in tonight. And they also make others feel like their time is important as far as when they're with them, they give them their undivided attention, making sure that when they're having a conversation, they're engaged and it's not just about themselves, but it's about the person that they're with and they are willing to share. So that's number two. Number three, they bring joy to every moment that they're in. That means that they have great energy, they have enthusiasm, they enjoy the experience and the moment that they're in, and they simply just let go of everything else and enjoy that experience right there in the moment. And they feel alive for the gift of that moment that they're in. And number four, they honor and respect others as well as themselves. And so, four things that can help you to feel more happy: let go of the past, shine real attention on others, bring joy to other every moment, and honor and respect others. So those are four things that you can do to bring more happiness to your life. Now, another thing that you can do, no matter what's going on, today was 30 degrees outside. I looked out the window and I'm like, it's raining. And there's ice on the windows. The sun's not shining and it's cold outside. But no matter what, you can shine anyway. So you do not have to worry if it's rainy. It does not matter if it is gray outside. You be the light that shines in the dark. You can sparkle and you can shine no matter where you are and no matter who is around. Yes, child, ice dripping, hanging down. Not just ice, but icicles, icicles. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me because the other day I was at the grocery store and people had on shorts and flip flops. Now, it was only 50 degrees, 60 degrees, but people had on shorts and flip flops. Today, I don't know what people had on because I wasn't out there, but they needed coats. So I'm just saying, but just like that, that's how quick the weather can change. But see, that's how we are. We can change that quick. But what we got to learn how to do is be steadfast, unmovable, and just grounded. And we can't just let things change us that quick, no matter what our circumstance is. We've got to learn to accept it, no matter what it is that happens, because as quick as the wind changes, so can our attitudes. So we've got to learn to be mindful of how the weather changes and not let it change us. And so we've got to be clear on who we are. And we've got to have an understanding that no matter what happens, we've got to be prepared to stand our ground. So today, I want to do this mindful meditation on being able to accept our circumstance no matter what. So no matter who we are, things happen in life that arise in opposition to what we hope, dream, or plan for. As human beings, there is no way to escape this inevitable part of our life. Sometimes we don't get the job we want. Sometimes we lose someone without having time to prepare. Sometimes illness or accident intervenes with our visions of the future. Now, you all know, well, some of you know, that October 2019, my husband went to the hospital at 7:30 because he was having back pain. And at 2:30 in the morning, they were operating on him because his artery had burst. And it had been that way for over 3 days. And they were telling him he had 1% chance to live. Now, at 7:30 p.m., we were laughing in the hospital room. At 2:30 a.m. that Saturday morning, I was on my knees praying that God would spare my husband's life. That's how quick it can change. And so we don't know what's going to happen from 1 minute from the next, but we have got to be prepared for any situation. So learning to accept our circumstances regardless of what they are is not about denying our preferences. It is about denying our and it's not about denying our emotions. Much of what arises in life unexpectedly or in contradiction to our plans stirs emotions like grief, frustration, and anger. It is entirely natural for it to do so. But the question we might ask is, how might I frame this in a supportive way? Where might I learn and lean into greater acceptance? In accepting this reality, where do I go from here? The following exercises offers a series of questions to deepen your understanding of where you might reframe for your language or your perspective in order to find greater acceptance. Nothing you write down can be written wrong. Simply use what arises here as a way of getting to know yourself better. So, this is a journaling exercise. And so, last week we talked about ways to be creative and how you can just write or draw. So, this is one of those times where you can be creative in writing. And you can even draw out how you feel in an exercise like this. So, just be mindful. And I'm not asking you to do this right now. I am just giving you tips on what to do when you come in a situation where you might feel a little overwhelmed or anxiety, or you just want to do something to be creative or to just spend some time journaling. So, number one, consider one situation or event that happened in contradiction to your hopes, dreams, or plans. What happened? Let your hand free flow as you write down whatever comes to mind. Number two, read over your description of the situation or circumstance. What descriptive words stand out to you? What is the energy behind these words and how do they make you feel? Number three, is there a way you might refrain from this story so that its energy is neutral? What sentences would you change and how? What words might you add or remove? Number four, when you tell your story of a difficult circumstance you once found yourself in, do you feel weighed down, victimized, demoralized, or hopeless? Or do you move into a defensive mode, arguing with your experience or feeling self righteous again? None of this is to make you right or wrong, it's simply a tool for self exploration. Okay, number five. What might it be like to tell the story of your circumstance or of your life as a whole from a trusting, loving, forgiving frame of mind? What would it be like to fully accept things as they are? And number six, consider if there are any barriers to the above question suggestions. What might support you in opening to greater acceptance? Now, as you do that, just be mindful, and there might be other things that you can find to write about. And when I started doing this um, mindful Mondays, I started out just doing meditation, and I didn't even realize that there was so much more to this than just meditating, but just allowing your mind to expand and to open up and just to deep think about what it is that moves you. And so being mindful of what it is that moves you. And so understanding what it is that shapes us and how we came to be in the state that we are in. And so when we start peeling back the layers of how we got to where we are, it 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 can go back years and it's deep rooted. And so that's where it comes to radical acceptance. And that's why I wanted to do this mindful exercise today. Because at some point we're going to arrive to where we are. If you're alive and breathing today, you've arrived at the place that you are. And we have to accept where we are. There's nothing we can do about it. But how we accept it and the mind frame that we accept it has everything with the outcome. And so let's be mindful of that. Let's look at the situation in a broader spectrum. Let's look at it in a way of how can it be more beneficial to us. how can we use this as a tool that can make us better? But see, it's not about making us better. How can we use this situation to show someone else how to be better? Because what I've always been told is what happens to you is not what happens to you, it's what happens for you so that you can help someone else. So on this day, consider always being the light that shines in the dark, because in order for anything to be able to be birthed, it has to start in a dark place. Nothing except for Adam and Eve was just placed on this earth. And so, unless you were here from creation, you had to be birthed. And so, I'm telling you, God brought Adam and Eve from the dirt. So, what's that tell you? They were placed on this earth, but he formed them out of the dirt. And so we all come from a dark place. We all come from a place that we had to, I want to say, burst out of. And so, in order to burst out of that, we have to penetrate something. And so, how strong are we going to be? We cannot give up. No matter what happens, we've got to be stronger than our circumstance. And so when we learn to accept those circumstances, when we learn how to stand firm, when we learn how to let nothing come against us and know that we are stronger than anything that can come against us, and it's not because of who we are, but because of whose we are. Because greater is he who is in us than he who is in the world. When we learn that and when we understand that, we know we can conquer all things. So on this day, be mindful and know that you are loved. Always remember and never forget you were created with a purpose. So always do your best to be your best. And on that note, you can't be nothing less. So have a happy Monday. Enjoy the rest of it. Do your deep breathing, pause, take a breath, enjoy this life, absorb this life, whether if it's 100 degrees, 60 degrees, 30 degrees, 0 degrees, make the most of it. Accept your circumstance and love you. Hey, I love you, nephew. Thank you for joining in and get with us. We are always here. We always, and uncle, we always love you. And we would love to see your face, not just on Facebook. So come and see it sometimes. All right. All right, Miss Carmela. I can't wait to interview you. And anyone that doesn't comment or that likes, that only likes, I can't see your comment. I can't see your likes. I mean, I see hearts and stuff, but I can't see who's making the hearts until after I'm done with the live. And so if I don't say anything until afterwards, it's because I can't see anything until afterwards. And I'm still learning this stuff because y'all know I'm the accidental podcaster, but this has been such an awesome experience. And I'm just so grateful for everyone that tunes in and that gives the feedback and that supports the podcast. And it's some really great stuff that is going to be going on. And I've got some really good interviews that's going to be coming down the pipe on Tuesdays. So continue to stay tuned. Continue to stay mindful. Go join the mindful community, yourfullmindlife.com, and continue to be the best you that you can be and know that you are loved. Have a good evening. Until next time, see you soon. And again, remember, you were created with a purpose. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.